Hello and welcome to another episode of Tax Deductible Game. As always, I'm your host, Dan Dennis, and this week I'm joined all the way from beautiful Melbourne. It is the wonderful Emma Holland. Hello, Emma.
I love watching people switch on at the start of a podcast.
Yeah, go from friend mode to podcast host mode.
Yeah, there was like a glimmer in your eye that just like flicked over when you were ready to go.
If you see like five men together, we kind of go into like a Voltron situation. Who has
someone's got a joke about how like a group of men is called a podcast.
I think that's just the internet's joke at this point.
Oh,
I
thought of it just now. So
cool. Oh, okay. So it's Emma's joke. Is it actually your joke? Is it actually your? Okay, I couldn't quite tell. No, yeah, that's one of those things I've seen it on the internet. I've seen it on the internet. You know, I've seen plenty of stuff on the internet.
I just found out what is it case 34?
Oh, Rule 34?
Rule 34.
Rule 34.
I just found out what Rule 34 is today. Because someone told I was playing, video game. I was playing Mario Kart with a friend online and we were complaining about how Cat Peach is just like furry Peach.
Yeah.
And he was like, I will give you $10 if you Google Cat Peach Rule 34. And me being me, I didn't know what that meant. And so I did it.
Okay.
And I don't know what else I expected either. Like, I knew it was going to be like anime porn, but...
Yeah, like, so what are you planning on spending your $10 on?
Well, I've ordered some stuff that I've found, so...
Cool. Yeah. Get that framed. Nice.
Yeah. I don't know if you can frame a doll, but we'll work it out.
You can put it in a glass jar.
Yeah. It'll get smeared very fast. This has gone blue, hasn't it? I'm sorry, it's not my normal vibe.
No, it's okay. We'll put a big E for explicit on this one, so everybody knows.
Sorry, I started chatting to a man. I was immediately like, I got to make cum jokes.
How can I be relatable to a male podcaster? Let's talk about Rule 34. So I was playing Mario Kart, and then I was thinking, what would it be like if this Cat Peach was fuckable?
So I'm a gamer.
Yeah, I guess the games I'm into are the ones with characters that I find incredibly attractive. If I'm not horny whilst playing, what's the point of playing? Like,
which Mario Kart character are you the most horny for, Dan?
I mean, there's a lot. I mean, I feel like whoever your main is the one you're most attracted to, and for me, that's King Boo. And
you like them round.
I like them. I like them round. I like them like ethereal, just kind of like a spirit situation. I don't want like a physical presence in the room with me, but just
that's fair.
Yeah, they can touch me, but I can't touch them. That kind of situation.
God, sounds very self-loathing, and I respect that.
Ending up in a free use agreement with King Boo.
Sure to know what Frankie McNair's is? Fellow comedian Frankie McNair, We were talking about this a little while ago, and she said the character she's most attracted to is Wario because she said, and I quote, wants to suck his nose.
Oh my God.
And I've been telling everyone.
Yeah, good. And now the 70-odd regular listeners to the show. So
it's plump.
It's plump. I'll get Frankie on as a rebuttal. Just
no, she won't fight that.
She won't fight that. Is she aware of the game WarioWare?
I don't think so. I'm not aware of that.
It's a Wario themed game with just mini games, and you just play as Wario. So this is a whole game with a favorite.
I mean, I don't want to be the one to introduce her to that, so you can.
Yeah, fair enough.
If you want.
I'll send her a message like, hey, I was speaking to Emma on the podcast today. I think this might be of interest to you.
That would actually be great. Zero context.
Have a fun couple of last days of lockdown. Buy a Nintendo Switch. Yeah, buy a Nintendo Switch. Go nuts.
Weeks.
God. This has been a fun little... this has been good. We've been chatting Mario Kart.
Yeah, we're already talking about games. Can you believe it?
Yeah, already.
We could riff.
We can riff. We can riff about whatever we want. We can riff about games. But so just beforehand, because like normally I ask people like, when did you start gaming? But I legitimately just found out it was last week?
Okay, yeah, well, I think when I say Super Mario Odyssey was the only game I've ever played, I think I mean it's the only game I've ever finished.
Oh
Like,
yeah, I hardly ever finish games. Yeah, it's cool.
I played some video games as a kid, but not a lot.
Okay. What games were they? Do you remember?
Sims 2,
Great.
Automatic. I had the like Nintendo cassette thing as a kid.
Nintendo cassette.
Yeah, like Nintendo 64, I think it was.
Oh, right. Yeah, I thought you meant like a cassette player, and I was like,
I had a cassette player.
yeah, you had a cassette player. Yeah. Nintendo Music was on that.
Yeah. Do you know what Automatic is?
No, I have no idea.
No one knows, and it's like,
what is this?
If I feel like it was a cornerstone of my childhood, and every time I bring it up, no one knows what it is, and I'm quite worried that I've like imagined it.
Now,
spelled Otto, O-T-T-O.
Yeah. Now, is this a game from Nickelodeon.com where you played as the lead character from Rocket Power? All that's coming up is a coffee brewer, so that's my algorithm.
Oh, I'm sure it's real. It was like a game that came with your Mac. Yeah,
Pangea Software.
That's the one. 2001 action adventure video game developed by Pangea
What
Software.
is happening with that woman?
She's dead.
She's dead. Oh, okay, cool.
Well, basically, you're like a little robot, and you're on kind of Earth. You start on Earth, and you're trying to save humans from getting abducted by these like brains with bodies.
Yeah. Oh my god, there's a turtle level.
It's pretty cool. It was pretty fun. I don't think I ever finished it though because I wasn't good enough.
Let's see.
I always got to the last level, but never finished it.
Let's see how long to beat on Automatic. Yeah, it seems like for anyone who's wondering, it just looks like a 3D platformer from around that time. 5 hours. It takes about 5 hours to beat this game.
Yeah, I reckon I played it for 6 years.
Damn. Was that it was just like you didn't figure out there was a save mode?
I guess not.
Did you keep on playing from the start?
Yeah. Oh. Oh no.
Oh god, I'm so sorry.
Oh, it's okay. Oh, you can buy it. Maybe I'll buy it.
You can buy it? Judging by the graphics, I reckon you can get this on your phone.
Yeah. But it was definitely like a Mac game.
Yeah. So you're a fun little robot that's saving humanity. And how old were you when you were playing this?
I reckon like 8 until I was maybe 11 or 12.
Okay. And how influential do you think this game was on your life? On the concept of saving humanity, being a robot, avoiding brains?
Great question.
Yeah.
So many ways I can't even describe. It really made me interested in machinery. I've got a fascination with the Footscray Docklands now.
Yeah.
There's just a lot of
machines
and cranes. It made me interested in life outside of Earth. Like, why are we here? What does that mean? Did a lot of introspection. And what did I discover? Nothing. So yeah, very influential to me.
Didn't discover the save button, that's for sure.
No.
And follow-up question, with The Sims, a previous guest revealed that the only reason they played The Sims was because that was kind of like their introduction to the birds and the bees.
Oh no, I played
they kept on
The Sims.
You played it for fun, not horniness.
Woohooing.
Yeah.
I liked killing them, but I also really liked building the houses and creating the people. I never really liked playing the actual game.
Yeah.
I just like designing houses.
Okay. Can you make money from that? Is that my sister, she used to upload designs to something for her Sims things. They used to get downloaded.
I'm not that savvy.
You weren't okay. You weren't monetizing your life. You're like, no, I should never take a hobby and turn it into a monetization.
And I still haven't.
You still haven't. You're following this rule.
I only do things I hate for money.
Yeah. That's the best way to do it, I think. Just so you get angry. Every time you see some money come into your account, you just get real mad and you're like, good. This
Yeah,
drives me
and
for
then I
more
hate
money.
spend it on dry noodles and pet insurance.
The dream combo,
The, tr-
the dream
the holy
combo
trinity.
in everyone's
That and
cart.
Jesus.
Yeah, the two wolves inside of all of us: dry noodles and pet insurance.
I love it.
One of these wolves is insured. One of them is not. Haunting. Okay, so from that, so it was like, so yeah, you played Nintendo 64, you had Automatic, you had Sims 2, and then Mario Kart, and nothing really since then.
Yeah, I reckon there was a gap from when I was 11 until, what am I now, 25, where I didn't play any video games.
Classic.
And I started last year because of COVID.
Yeah.
I started with Animal Crossing.
Great one to go in on.
Yeah. And then, I've just remembered, that's not entirely true. I've just remembered what my favorite game was in middle school. We had a PS2, and we had Dance Dance Revolution, but like we had mats, like dance arrow mats.
Oh,
and
okay,
I got
sick.
Really, really good at it.
So you had the DDR set at home. You didn't have to go out to an
Yeah.
arcade. Okay.
No.
Damn. That's
I
like,
was playing like expert mode at like 13.
you just get your own bars put in. You know, like how all the like all the pros in the
I
arcades.
really love that as a fun fact about me, because I always forget it, and then I tell people and they're never surprised. I'm like, I went through a phase where I was playing expert mode of Dance Revolution. Yeah.
Yeah, that checks out. Like you have like, because I mean, Dance Dance Revolution is just kind of like a modernized version of an Irish jig. You're kind of standing in the one spot. It's all footwork.
Yeah, I've got nimble legs.
Yeah, just had this aura about you. It's like if someone said, "Yeah, she did Irish dancing," like, yeah, I get that. I believe it.
Well, I play soccer, so all the like, oh hello, sorry,
hello.
Just come in.
Yay,
all the sports I've done are like foot-eye coordination based, so I think it makes sense that I played.
Yeah.
The foot game.
Did you ever get involved in FIFA?
No. I just played real soccer.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay, you didn't want to sit around.
No, I'm suddenly remembering like a few games I played on PS2 as a child.
Okay.
Which was Dance Dance Revolution. I played maybe a week of Bratz Rock Angels.
Smart.
We had an Over the Hedge game.
Great.
I did my time with Wii Sports, but that was just at friends' houses.
Yeah. I remember one time, I can't remember who it was, but a friend set up a tennis tournament for Wii Sports.
That's so sick.
And I was like, I went and going like, oh yeah, I played a bit of Wii tennis. I can do this. Get in there. Turns out they've all just like studied techniques online. And I'm just getting smoked every game. Like they all had topspin and stuff like that. Like they just kept on beating me with like perfect serves. And I was like, what is going on? I thought this was meant to be fun. Like you've turned this into a pro sport, and it's something that never should have been a pro sport.
Yeah. The Djokovic of Wii Sports, if you
will. Yeah.
They're
Djokovic.
all anti-vaxxers now.
Yeah. They sure are. Actually, no, I think half of them are doctors.
I love the Wii tennis to medicine pipeline.
Yeah, it's strong. People keep on ignoring
it's a
it.
Strong current. You're gonna get caught in it.
Yep, that's the 2000. That's the GFC Wii. The Wii's from the GFC payment coming through for Australian society.
Beautiful, haunting.
That's what Wayne Swan was really banking on when he put forward that platform. He was like, it's like if we can give every Australian a Nintendo Wii, most of them will go on to becoming doctors.
And it worked. Look at us now.
Look at us now. The system's healthy. It's definitely not under any pressure.
It's thriving. There's no worker shortages. People love their jobs.
Every nurse I've ever met isn't stressed.
I've never met a nurse with flyaway hairs, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, they always seem really well composed and put together, particularly after a shift. They seem kind of relaxed knowing that they're going home. Yeah. And they've just had such
leaving work at work.
Yeah, and they don't need to focus on it. They weren't asked to stay behind to fill in for someone. or just to not fill in for someone, just to go, fuck, there's actually too many sick people.
Yeah, they're paid fairly.
Oh yeah, the dream, really. Why didn't? If only I played more Wii Sports.
If only you'd gotten that top spin.
Yeah, I could have been included into their secret club. That's how you get into medicine. Like instead of that weird exam, you know, that exam that everyone takes. Are you aware of it?
Yeah, but no one knows what's in it. I reckon it's
Yeah, I
go
reckon
in
it's
and they make you play Wii.
Wii Sport. They're like, okay, can you do a top spin? Can you do a perfect serve on Wii Sport? Yeah, you can be a surgeon.
Like great, you can cut people open. You'll be right.
It's just a game of operation. Just
that's the exam.
That's the exam. Just
steady hands.
Steady hands. You cannot set off any buzzers, otherwise you will fail.
You know, I just remembered my dad used to play a surgery game on our PS2.
Ah.
It was like it had like a R18 plus rating because it was quite violent. I remember walking in on him doing like quite graphic surgeries.
Just turns around, like, it's not what it looks like. It's his private shame. He's like, Emma, come back later. I'm removing a gallstone.
I don't think it was private. He seemed pretty pleased with himself.
Yeah, good on him. I mean, a medical certificate from Sony Interactive. Like, what a school. What a school to get it from. I've been loving just in the background watching your dog walk around the room and try and figure out different places to sleep.
He's honestly like, I love him. He might be the stupidest dog I've ever met.
Yeah. Oh, licking.
I think he might be having a seizure. He's got epilepsy. He'll be fine. You're right, buddy? You okay? Sorry about this interlude.
This is fun.
Check him out a bit.
Yeah, all good.
He has like little baby seizures, but like if you touch him, he kind of snaps out of it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
yeah, he's nuts though. He's a weird little unit.
Yeah.
I reckon genuinely has concussed himself maybe 8 times since he moved in with us. And that's not from our doing. He just walks into walls and like lifts his head up too high and hits his head on pipes and stuff.
Oh, nice. Like
he's not bright. Yeah.
Yeah. That's what my dog used to do when he was young. He used to like run around with an ice cream bucket in his mouth, but because it was so small, the ice cream bucket would block his entire view, and he'd just run around and run into a wall, and then just like bounce back off it, and he'd go like, "What was that?" And then just pick up his ice cream bucket and start running around again. Absolute insanity.
He gets really embarrassed when he falls over, and he like how he's lying now, which is just like splattered on the ground. If he hits himself on the head or something, he'll just do that and lie down, and then you try and move him, and he's not in pain. He just like doesn't want to move because he's embarrassed.
I mean, I get it.
I'm just gonna get on the bed now.
But did you say his name is Teddy?
His name's Teddy. His full name's Theodore S. Cameras, short for Ted's Cameras.
Yep. Oh.
But we call him Teddy.
Yeah, but yeah, my sister's about to get a dog, and it's also called Teddy.
Oh, what type is it? What type of dog?
What type genre? What type of sister? Younger. Type of dog. Type of dog. I think it's poodle cross Labrador cross poodle.
Oh, it's so cute.
Yeah, so it also looks like a teddy bear. So I think that's why it's
Look at his cryptid eyes in this video.
This is really good because I've been watching Midnight Mass. Have you watched it yet?
I haven't. I've been meaning to though. I've been watching Maid instead, but I'll get onto that now.
Yeah, no, Midnight Mass there's a lot of characters with glassy eyes. And it's like, cool.
Yeah.
But
we reckon at night he looks like a sleep paralysis demon.
Yeah.
He's like all black, and then if there's any light, it'll reflect off his eyes because they're so glassy, and you just see like 2 green eyes staring back at you.
Yeah, if you can teach Teddy to like stand on 2 legs, like stand upright 2 legs.
Dan, I can't teach this dog to do anything.
But even if you could teach a dog to stand on 2 legs, that'd be terrifying. But yeah, even just like a cloak.
Yeah, I've tried to teach him wait. He knows wait.
Yeah.
So he can stand and wait for food. And I've taught him boop. So if I put my hand up to him and go boop, he like puts his nose on it, but he's forgotten it already.
Oh,
so
okay.
It's like I'm gonna have to do it daily with him to make sure he knows it.
That just so he constantly remembers to slam his nose against your hand.
No, it's a boop.
It's a boop. Sorry, it's not a slam.
It's not a bump. It's a boop.
Sorry, I forgot. I forgot the difference between boop and bump.
He's a good boy. He's very sweet, very gentle, really good with other dogs, really good with people. Yeah,
I watched that video of him running the other day. It is glorious to watch.
He's very goofy. He's just got he's so big. He's got really long legs and he doesn't like have any spatial awareness. He just kind of flops around. He's very sweet.
The dream. Yeah,
really
how old? Dog. How old is Teddy?
He just turned 5.
Oh, classic. A good age. Good age.
Yeah. We definitely wanted to, like, we didn't want to get a puppy because we didn't want to go through the puppy thing. And also we wanted to adopt a dog.
Yeah.
And we found him.
Are you and Duncan, are you living in a good catchment to send Teddy to prep now that he's 5, or there's some good schools
we're going
around?
Private, so it doesn't really matter to us.
Oh, of course. Yeah, of course. Sorry, my mistake. How could I forget?
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, a rescued greyhound's already had a hard enough life without having to go to public school. We gonna make sure it gets a good Catholic education.
Duncan's always making fun of me for growing up rich. But, but I didn't grow up rich. I grew up rich in comparison to the people of Indonesia where I was living.
Oh, okay. I keep on forgetting you grew up in Indonesia. I genuinely thought you were about to say Canberra, and I was like, yeah, I feel like if you're rich in Canberra, you're rich, but
no, we weren't rich in Canberra.
No, nobody's rich in Canberra. They're stuck
there.
there.
There's people who are rich in Canberra, but they're all diplomats.
Oh. And idiots.
Boo.
Boo. I'd rather be poor in Melbourne than rich in Canberra, to be honest.
And that's exactly how I lived my life.
Yeah. It's like, oh, look, I've got all this money and nothing to spend it on.
The exact move I made.
Yep. Guess I'm going on the giant drop at Questicon again.
It whips, Dan. Don't badmouth the con.
No, yeah, I went there once when I was a kid. It was really fun. I really liked it. I went in the earthquake simulator a couple of times because I just got obsessed with being shaken.
Were you shaken as a baby?
Yeah. No, it just reminded me of the time. I think I was in the womb and just Mum was doing the Charleston. It just shook me around.
So we had that little earthquake in Melbourne a couple of weeks ago.
And how did that compare to Questicon's earthquake simulator?
Oh, wasn't comparable. What I did compare it to was the earthquake I was in Indonesia when part of my school fell down while I was there.
Yeah.
And it was very funny being messaged by people and being like, "Can you believe we felt an earthquake?" And me being like, "Yeah, it was fine."
Yeah. It was cool.
I've been through bigger. I don't know. I've done my time in earthquakes.
Yeah. You couldn't make a cocktail with an earthquake that small, you know? Like if you left all the ingredients in a glass, they weren't going to mix together.
We are actually we had a vase fall off a shelf.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for your loss.
All right. No, just I don't know. Maybe just trigger more of these kind of conversations next time.
Yeah. So
Teddy didn't give a shit. He didn't care. We were like we felt the earthquake and we were like, oh shit, it's an earthquake. And then I was like, Teddy, you okay? And I like grabbed him to like try and calm him down, but he just like pulled away and then just like walked around and flopped on the ground again. I was like, you don't care, do you?
I don't reckon animals would care. I actually no, I take that back. I think cats would care because they need to feel balanced.
Dogs know when they're going to happen. When in Indonesia, every time there was an earthquake, about 5 minutes before, all the dogs in the neighborhood would go nuts. And so every time I got like quite traumatized by them as a kid. And so every time I was somewhere and like lots of dogs would start barking, I'd be like, oh my God, there's going to be an earthquake. And I'd like start panicking and like trying to go inside. I'm like, get under a table. And it turns out sometimes they were just being forced to fight each other.
Oh, fun. That's What I'm now picturing is that they never predicted an earthquake. It's just what your parents told you every time you accidentally came across a dogfighting arena.
My parents got a. Sorry, I've got a lot of stories from Indonesia. My parents got a dogfighting ring shut down in Indonesia.
Good on them.
Yeah, it was across the valley from where we were living, and like
It's,
every Sunday,
it's making too
big
much
fights.
noise. They made too many noise complaints. Had to get shut down and refurbished.
I
To
wouldn't
put up
put it
sound
past my mum
barriers.
to make a noise complaint about a dog fighting.
Yeah, the dog's fighting. That's fine. It's just the noise they're making. You ask them to keep it down.
That's Donna Holland.
Oh my goodness. No, she's a saint. Love Donna.
We love Donna
Margaritas.
Holland.
We stand Donna.
Yeah, everyone
DH.
knows Donna in Brisbane comedy.
Yeah. Because one time we were all there and she came out and was just like, who wants margaritas? And we're like, oh, okay. This is the vibe of the evening.
So funny. She was like, oh, your father and I'll just like stay inside because I was living at their house last year during COVID.
Yeah.
She's like, yeah, your father and I'll just stay out of the way. And then all my friends around were all hanging out in the pool, and suddenly my mum comes out with like 2 jugs and a stack of cups, and she's like, who wants margaritas? And then I went inside, and mum's like, Emma, we've run out of mix, but I've sent your father to the shops to get more limes. I'm like, great, thanks, mum.
Thanks, Mom. She, you know what? And she kept away. She definitely kept away. She didn't interact with us anymore.
Good margaritas.
They were good margaritas. I only had a little bit because I was driving, but I was like, fuck. Maybe I could just,
shit.
yeah.
Smart lady.
I need to go back. Just be like, hey, you might not remember me, but I didn't get a full margarita last time.
Well, that's what Nick Carr did when I was photographing people.
Went back.
He came. He was the last person I was photographing on like the day I was shooting in Brisbane, and I was shooting at my parents' house. And he walks in, he's like, oh, is your mum making margaritas again? I'm just kidding. And my mum overheard, she's like, I can make margaritas. And so like mid-shoot, my mum walks in with 2 margaritas. I was like, Mum, you have to stop doing this.
Yeah.
It was like, I keep saying she has to stop, but like, I genuinely love it. It's great.
Yeah. I never want her to. I don't think anyone wants her to stop. Just like having a margarita mum, that's so much better than like a vodka soda mum.
Yeah, for
or
sure.
a wine mum. Wine mums get very, very chatty very fast. Margarita mums is just a lot of wooing.
Yeah, margarita mum's fun. Donna's a fun lady.
Yeah. I can see it. Yeah. Yes, she is. She's a lot of fun. That was a weird response to that. I was just kind of like, how do I say?
Yeah, she's a lot of fun.
Yeah, she's a lot of fun. Yeah, you guys, if you ever met Donna Holland, you'd know. She's a lot of fun.
She'll be stoked we're talking about it.
Yeah, one more listener. That's how I'm going to go viral. I'm just going to get everyone's mums to listen. No. Let's I mean we've been chatting for a bit. Let's get into the news. I keep on saying I'm just going to snip the news little zing from another episode and put it in, but I never do, and I just prefer doing this. So I'm just going to do a little news soundbite. It's the news. Okay, so we're doing a scatter. Okay, so tax deductible scatting. Oh no, that's a different.
Been there, Google that too.
Yeah, people gotta make money. It's if you're good at something, don't do it for free. That's the Joker for you. That's the Joker, baby.
Oh god.
That's what I took away from the Dark Knight, is charging people every time I take a dump. No, news. The news this week, it's also pretty slim pickings just because everything's coming out now. So like there isn't a lot happening. One was Blue Box Studios. Yeah, Blue Box Studios. They're doing this game called Abandoned, and they released a Twitter statement saying, stop sending us death threats. But it's weird because this is their first game. They haven't done anything. There just seems to be a rumor that like Hideo Kojima is secretly making this game. And they just released a statement saying, hey, just a reminder, we're all human. Stop telling us to.
Why would people be sending them death threats?
So are you aware that a lot of gamers are the worst people on Earth?
I've been told, yeah.
Yeah. So I genuinely don't know. Like every article I found has just been like, Blue Box Studios has asked people to stop sending them death threats.
I'm so sorry, Teddy's seen a cat.
No, that's okay.
I'm gonna put him outside 1 second.
That's all good.
Sorry for his spoopy barking.
There's a-okay. I took the opportunity to have some water. And it was also good to hear.
I've just been freeballing water this whole conversation.
Yeah, no, I got water bottle. I got the water bottle.
You got water bottle?
I got freaking bots, babe. I got water bottles. It's a screw top. It's a screw top bottle, which is inconvenient. But it looks odd. Yours is also screw top, and it's got a symbol on it.
Yeah, I got that hydro flask.
Oh, what? Yeah, would you recommend?
No. And I'll tell you why.
Yep.
Expensive. Not
Okay.
worth the money. It's just a normal bottle.
Yeah, and I've got Systema, which is from Coles, and the paint is peeling, and now I have blue shit over all of my possessions.
Oh, I thought that was a design.
No.
Okay, well maybe get a hydro flask then. They're good quality.
Yeah, I might go to Botanica. Botanica, is that weird eco brand that is popular on the internet?
Oh, I don't know, Dan. I invest in coal. What do I know about?
I invest in coal and gas, and it's going to get the country out of this.
You know my father, Murdoch. You're familiar.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. I forgot. I forgot. I'm speaking to one of the people who inspired the show Succession.
Not one of the person.
Yeah. But yeah, so Blue Box Studios like stop telling us to kill ourselves, which I reckon fair enough.
I reckon they've got a point there.
Particularly when nothing about the game has come out.
Yeah, they just announced they're making one.
Yeah, there's like a 1-minute teaser video on the PlayStation YouTube channel. And the game's called Abandoned, and that's it. Like they don't have a website.
I think because ironically they're going to abandon it after all these death threats.
Yeah, like, you know what? You guys don't get the sick game anymore. It was going to be a lot of fun. You're going to have a lot of fun, but now that you've wanted us to all die, we're killing your chance to play this game. I reckon that'd be great if video game studios just started treating it like that. If they just started, if like, hey, we're receiving death threats, so we're killing the game. Sorry.
Yeah, like that's a real like teacher keeping everyone in for recess because one kid mucked up.
Yeah, and you know, it definitely works. Like if you really want to like ostracize one person from the rest of society, I think that was always the best part about that teacher mechanic. Like, well, we're all gonna stand because he misbehaved, and you're like, now we all just hate him. Like we
hate this child because he has undiagnosed ADHD.
Yeah. And it's like, you're an adult here. Surely you can understand that. Surely you can understand that just like one person misbehaving, it also just radicalizes us against the concept of, it also radicalizes us against the concept of a dictatorship, which has been really relevant to anyone living in Victoria these last 18 months. What with living under the rule of Dictator Dan.
Dictator Dan. He's, you know what? I reckon he's the maker of Abandoned. I'll make that link.
Good. Your first breaking news.
I thought there'd be a lot. I'm sorry, I tried to riff. I'm not very good at improv. I tried. It didn't work. It wasn't for me. That's fine.
You're great at improv. We've sat at a bar before. We've riffed around a table. We had that great one about our Fran Fine being Ralph Fine's sister, brother. Yeah. That was a good riff. That was a good riff.
I miss riffs.
After me watching one of the worst movies I've ever seen.
What movie was it again?
Gunpowder Milkshake.
That's right. I was thinking peanut butter milkshake, and I knew that wasn't it.
No, peanut butter milkshake's just a delicious treat from a local burger shop.
Yeah, you and Jam genuinely looked shell-shocked after seeing that movie.
It was horrendous. It's
Like
every
there
so
was
often
no
I think
light in
about,
Jam's eyes.
yeah. Yeah, the light still hasn't come back. We're really worried about her.
Oh no.
Every time you speak to her, just like, how are you? She's like, it's been 2 months since I've seen Gunpowder Milkshake, and it's never gotten better.
Yeah, it's
It was such a strange movie. It felt like a
it's how
movie.
you do time now. BGM and AGM.
Just all of our comedy shows now are just using AGM, and people are like, what is this calendar system you're using? And you're like, don't worry, you're all going to get on
If you
board.
know, you know.
As soon as you watch it, you're like, oh, time is different.
Mm.
The Gregorians don't know anything except for chanting. But yeah, so anyway, abandoned death threats. That's one bit of news. The other one was that there's a bunch of stuff at the DC fandom over the weekend, and I know you can't wait to get involved in this one, Emma.
So excited.
The DC superhero fandom stuff. There was a lot of movie trailers, there's some TV show trailers, but there's also some video game trailers. One for Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League.
No.
Featuring such beloved characters as Harley Quinn and Captain Boomerang and Deadshot and King Shark. And they finally revealed the story to Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, a title we've known for over a year. And the story trailer was, you're killing the Justice League. Yeah.
No, good for them. I reckon that's cool. And
yeah. Go for it, guys. It's really fun. It finishes on a weird scene, which I don't understand. It feels like they cut it in because of the success of James Gunn's Suicide Squad. Where it's just like a scene where they're all pretending that the Penguin is running away, but really he trips. So they're getting Amanda Waller to keep on zapping him remotely.
Oh my god!
And it's meant to
Love
be like
the idea of them, the creators of Suicide Squad, tweeting like, "Guys, can you stop telling us to kill ourselves? We know the name of the movie.
Yeah,
please, we're people too."
There's an advertisement for Lifeline at the top of the game, or just like the equivalent out of every country. It's like, or I'm not quite sure if did you ever play? No, oh you might have. Did you ever play the Need for Speed games?
Nah, King.
Yeah. Sorry, I kind of knew the answer, but I was like, oh, this could have been another repressed childhood memory. At the start of all of them was whoever the actor for the main female character model would do an intro at the start about how it's important to keep the racing in the game and off the streets. You shouldn't do it, which is a strange thing to include in a game that's rated G, and the predominant number of people playing it couldn't yet drive.
That's so funny. Oh my god.
Like that was.
Hey guys, we're all gonna do some quickies today. I tried to riff again. I'm so sorry, and then I realized what I'd said. This is going down a dark path.
It's good. It's good.
I'm so sorry, Dan.
You just sound like the world's most nervous cult leader. Hey guys.
Frankie and I wanted to start a podcast that was just called Emma Does Improv, where it's just an hour of me trying to do improv.
Hey guys, we're just gonna do a couple of quickies today. We just got that on the cards, and afterwards we're just gonna have a group dinner, and we're just gonna talk about it.
Yeah, what do we all learn?
What do we all learn from this? But no, so that's the Suicide Squad game, and the other game that they showed, which I know you're also gonna be excited for, is Gotham Nights. Yeah, Gotham Nights. Yeah, Gotham Nights. They're doing it. Wow. They're finally doing it.
After Gotham days, I've been waiting.
Yeah, it's a big follow-up to the Arkham games, where you get to play as all the characters who aren't Batman but have a bat symbol on their chest.
Sick.
Yeah. Have you? And I'm guessing you haven't played the Arkham games either.
Oh, Dan.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet Dan.
Oh, sweet. No, fair enough. Both look fun. Both feature the Penguin, but the Penguin looks very different in both of them.
What does he look like?
Well, in the first one, in the Suicide Squad one, he looks more Danny DeVito with like the long scraggly hair from the Batman movie. And in this one, he just looks a bit more like Colin Farrell in the new Batman trailer. Have you seen the?
Actually, I
have you seen the new
Batman trailer yet?
Okay, yeah. Robert Pattinson looks very good as Batman, but Colin Farrell's playing the Penguin, and he's got really fat for the role.
That's cool.
Yeah, he's like, you know what? I don't need to be buff anymore. Or maybe he's wearing a fat suit. I don't know. This is a video game podcast, not a movie one.
Yeah.
If you wanna listen to it, yeah, if you want to listen to me hosting a video game podcast, you just need to get a couple of beers into me, and we can just sit down and chat.
Great.
Yeah, that's it. Just plugging that. That I'm just a man who likes chatting movies, chatting cinema, and all its magic and beauty. How it makes you feel.
I love all directors. Guy Ritchie, Quentin Tarantino, the greats.
The greats. Female directors, icky. What do they have to offer? No, thank you.
Wasn't Gunpowder Milkshake female led?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Dan.
It was, but it's just one of those things. And look, we're going back to Gunpowder Milkshake, I guess. The disagreement that Jam and I had in the car ride over to the bar was that she thought it would be better if it was cut down to a slightly shorter movie, and I thought it'd be better if it was extended out into a TV series.
And I thought it'd be better if it cut down to not being made.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it. I can't comment on it.
No, but you did have to listen to us just rant about it for like an hour. You're having a nice time in the pub.
Both
and like
just incredibly troubled. I hadn't seen you in like 6 months. It was the first time I was seeing you in a while, and you rock up all disgruntled,
just riled up by this movie. I think all I talked to you about that night was that movie and the musical Come From Away.
Yeah, we talked about Come From Away for a while.
Yeah, which is now on Apple TV Plus. Or if you want to see the director's new creation, Diana the Musical on Netflix.
No, same guy?
Same guy.
Oh, that's so sick. I love that.
Yeah.
Same cinematic universe?
Yeah. Same cinematic universe. It's going to be a good time. A couple of us are getting a sheet and a projector, and we're doing Diana the Musical. There's going to be popcorn. There's going to be hot takes.
You don't want to wait until December, do you?
Oh, fuck. I don't know. We might do it again. Who's to say?
Right.
Start a cinema club. Just
see you there.
Just the even more insane version of the worst idea of all time. Just the Diana the Musical.
Every day.
Have you seen
6 years?
Have you seen some of the stills from that?
Of like musical?
Yeah. Have you watched it? No. Good.
No, I've just heard about it through the grapevine.
Yeah, I saw something on Twitter. It was like a screen cap from the scene where she goes to visit the AIDS patients. And the quote is like, I may be sick.
No.
It's like, I may be sick, but at least I'm hot as hell. And she's like, oh, no.
Oh, dear. So I'm just looking at it now.
Yeah.
No. Oh, what's happened here?
Yeah. So I'm assuming, I don't know this guy's name. I've forgotten it. I'm going to look it up.
Is it Joe DiPietro?
I think so. Let's check. Because I'm pretty sure on the
look
Netflix.
Up the names of the songs in this.
Maybe it's just the same.
Oh, I like this one's called Diana in parentheses The Rage.
The Rage. Okay, maybe it was produced by the same people. I could have sworn the Netflix trailers that it had something to do with Come From Away.
There's a song called This Is How Your People Dance.
Oh, that's Your People.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the Queen singing it to this to the proper Irish.
And then there's one called Here Comes James Hewitt. One
Fucking
called Perfect Welcome to the Windsors. God, I want Welcome to the Windsors to be the song I walk down the aisle to. I haven't heard it yet, but I know.
Yeah.
Have you seen all the hullabaloo, I guess, about the Dear Evan Hansen trailer?
Yeah, I have seen a lot of it, and I have not watched the trailer.
It's amazing. This 30-year-old man who has been caked with powdered makeup to try and make him look younger, but instead it just makes his wrinkles look drier. He does not look like a teen.
Yeah, Ben Platt, very good in The Politician on Netflix.
I believe it.
Yeah, if you
I believe he's a good actor.
Yeah. Should not be playing a teenager. Which he does play in The Politician, but it's this weird world where the first season's set in his final year of high school and the second season's set in New York when he's running for governor or something like that. And just to clarify for any big musical heads out here, I have made a mistake. It is not written by the person who did Come From Away. It is directed by the person who did Come From Away.
Same energy.
Yeah. I am so sorry, everybody.
I'm so glad this is what this conversation is pivoted to.
Yeah, it's the tax deductible conversations.
The 9/11 musical.
Yeah, 9/11 musical and Diana the musical. We love to see it. Diana the musical. May we know them, may we raise them, may we be them.
Amen.
Amen. Yeah, but anyway, Gotham Nights, it looks fine. It's another DC.
Wow, we really pivoted away.
Yeah. Oh god.
Oh, that took a turn.
Yeah, it's it tends to happen a lot. But you know, that's the price we pay. That's the price we pay for what do you call it? For having podcasts. I think that's it for the news. So we have two things we can discuss. Let's discuss this part. Because not the reason I invited you on, but one of the reasons was you posted to your Instagram story. People might have heard of it last week that you have purchased a skeleton, making the claim that this skeleton is tax deductible.
Yeah. So I've got I live by a philosophy that my friend Frankie introduced to me, which is prop first, bit second, where you buy the prop and then you worm it into your show so it doesn't, you can get it back on tax. And I've already figured out how to put it in my show. I didn't when it arrived, but now I do. Now I know.
Is it going to sing?
No, it's not going to do a lot, to be honest, but it will be present.
Okay. It'll, well, that's good. It's good. Always good to have a skeleton in your closet. I find that helps with winning awards, if the last couple of years are to be believed.
Yeah,
you bring the skeleton. You reveal the skeleton in your closet at 15 minutes, the 45-minute mark.
You should do it backwards. 15 minutes, and I get real depresso.
Oh, you're gonna do
and
a
then I'll do all my local gear at the end of the show. Like, I was just in Newcastle, and let me tell you, they did not like me there.
Do you just finish the show by asking how people went with getting a park?
Well, got some latecomers coming in.
Anyone? You guys got a couple of drinks? That's good. Having a couple of bevies on a weeknight. Wow, good for you guys. Someone doesn't care about getting work done tomorrow. Anyway, my name's Emma Holland. Good night.
Yeah, please exit from the stage, Emma Holland. Bye.
Oh man, that'd be great. That'd actually be a very interesting show to put together.
Yeah. God, I'm sorry. I've just opened up This Is How Your People Dance on Diana the musical for me to watch once we finish this podcast.
No, that makes sense. That checks out. I understand completely. Diana the musical, it beckons, it calls, it's there for the soul. But also making something tax deductible, it just needs to be in the show.
Yeah, pretty much. I've done this heaps of times. I'm very used to making very mundane things tax deductible.
Great. Follow-up question, because a lot of my friends are worried I'm going to go to jail over this show.
No, you'll be right.
Okay, I'll be good. How do I make it tax? Do I just need to prove that I've sold tickets off the back of the show?
You don't have to prove anything, to be honest. Like, no one's going to audit you. Sorry to say it.
On the back of that.
It's only, you can claim it, and then if you get audited, you just show them this. And you just have to treat this not as a hobby. You have to, like, if you make money from this podcast, Well, first of all, I think you have to make some money from it, but you have to declare the money you make from this podcast.
Okay, so I would have to look into getting a Patreon for this podcast.
You'd have to look into monetizing it in some way, yeah.
Okay.
And then, yeah, you wouldn't be able to claim it as a hobby, so you'd have to let them know how much money you're making from it.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, but also on the back of you saying I'm not going to get audited. That is the backstory of this podcast. Was me getting audited,
You got audited?
Twice as a teenager.
What?
Yeah.
How did you get? I don't know anyone who's been audited.
Twice as a teenager, both times over the case of $30.
Oh my God.
I earned less than $6,000 a year. It was both
How
times.
Did you audit a teenager?
Precisely. It was legitimately. It was like numpad, just using the numpad, accidentally hit like a 4 instead of a 1 or something like that. And twice over the course of 3 years, I received a letter saying we are currently withholding your tax pending investigation. We will let you know.
Oh my God! Did you get it back?
Yeah. I got the $80 back. Like,
oh my God!
Like I wasn't even getting taxed much. It was nuts. And like I remember having to speak to my uncle about it, and he was like, "Is this real?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Fuck." He's like, "I know plenty of people who didn't pay tax for years."
Yeah, that's crazy.
Anyway, that's the NTO for you.
That's so nuts.
So yeah, this is me trying to get back at them.
I'm so scared of getting audited, and because I'm so bad at admin, not having the documents I need, and then going to prison for being bad at admin.
Yeah, which is definitely a punishable offense. I know so many
and
EAs.
It should be, as it should be.
Yeah. I know so many like just assistants and office workers who they're now running away in jail because they couldn't keep their admin. Yeah. No, I can't remember it must be, I can't remember when I found out about it. I think it was before I got audited. And I feel like it's just like ongoing trauma is just holding on to paper receipts just in case. It's only been the last year I've had to like actively be like, no, get rid of these. You don't need these. People aren't going to audit you. And then I started a podcast called Tax Deductible Gamer. So fingers crossed.
You'll be fine.
I'll be
it's
fine.
Not drawing attention. Yeah.
No, yeah, definitely not. Yeah, and there definitely isn't intro music called "This podcast is brought to you by the tax the tax authority of Australia" or something.
Yeah.
Who your wonderful partner Duncan made.
He did make it. Very
the theme song,
musician.
not the ATO.
Thank God, honestly.
Yeah, oof, be very off-brand for him to do so. Or he's like, or he's like gone. Or
You're telling me my communist boyfriend invented the ATO?
Or he's just like gone full Mr. Robot, and after inventing the ATO, realized the crime was committed, and is now trying to tear it down through communism.
Sick.
But yeah, but on the back of that weekend, it's video game chat time. Let's show video games. So you played Super Mario Odyssey.
I fell in love with Super Mario Odyssey in a way I've never loved a game before.
Interesting.
I've finished it to like 100% completion twice.
Oh, really? So you got all the stars?
It's a big game. I got all the stars. I got all the purple coins. I did bought all the outfits. I did everything. Yeah. You
love throwing that hat around.
I love the hat. I learned how to long jump. I got all the like really hard piles of coins to get.
Okay, this is such a...
I was very proud of myself.
Yeah. So, and when did you first play it?
Last year. So
last year.
It would have been maybe July last year.
Okay, still in lockdown.
I bought it on a whim because Duncan, my partner, bought a Nintendo Switch.
Yeah.
And I wanted a game to play. And I was like, oh, I liked Mario as a kid. Maybe I'll play Mario. And then started playing it and was like, oh, I have to... It took me like 4 months the first time to finish it.
Yeah. I'm picturing now you playing for the first time as an adult, just going, where's Italy? Let's go to all these magical lands, but not a lot of Italy for this Italian character.
Oh, have I told you about Duncan's theory about the characters?
Okay. No, but dude, just drop it in.
All right, Mario Italian.
Yep.
Luigi Sicilian.
Yep.
Wario Greek. Luigi Armenian.
Ah. I don't know why.
And then we did the princesses as well. We've got Peach Swedish.
Yep.
Daisy English,
Okay.
Rosalina Icelandic.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know why, but out of all, despite knowing that Mario is definitely Italian, the idea of Waluigi being Armenian just makes so much sense.
Yeah, doesn't it? So funny.
Like it just like it felt like a bell just like being rung in my heart, just like doom, like you have found one of the truths of the universe.
Toad from Queens.
Yeah. Have you seen the voice cast for the movie?
Oh, so funny.
How Keegan-Michael Key is voicing Toad?
I love that. I'm very excited about Italian face Pratt. What that's gonna look like.
Yeah, I don't know, and like I know I've said it on this podcast previously, but also it just doesn't make sense you go for Chris Pratt when James Gandolfini's son is currently in the public sphere with like the Sopranos prequel, playing young Tony Soprano.
Or, you know, any Italian.
Yeah, or just any. Yeah, bring back John Leguizamo, but instead of playing Luigi, he now plays Mario. He's been bumped up to the superior brother.
Unreal.
Well, yeah, or any Italian actor. Get Turtle from Entourage, whoever that guy was.
Yeah, the people love him.
Don't actually know if he's Italian. He's just got tan skin and curly black hair.
But yeah, I love Odyssey. It's definitely my favorite game I've ever played.
Yeah, that's so you wouldn't have had any of the hype from following it as it first came out and like all the development and stuff like that. You just kind of went into it. You're like, oh yeah, I like Super Mario.
I had no idea what it was.
Okay.
I had no clue.
Yeah, so the T-Rex would have been a big surprise then.
Well, yeah, I remember playing it and like, because the first time you play it, you reach the T-Rex within like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And Duncan goes, look how amazing this is. And I was like, yeah, it's a dinosaur. That's cool.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, none of it was like awe-inducing to me. It was just like, this game whips.
Okay. You're just like, oh, this is so much fun. This is the serotonin I needed. Not like
yeah, having a good time.
Because the way they pitched the dinosaur in the lead up to the game, the T-Rex in the lead up to the game, made it seem like the T-Rex was going to play a much bigger part.
No, it's so small. Yeah,
it's so small.
And when you like chuck your hat on it, you can only keep it for like 30 seconds.
Yeah, something like that, and it's just kind of like, oh. So the entire game when I was playing through, I was like, surely the T-Rex is coming back. Yeah. Never does. But then you get the insane final. I think that final level on the moon is one of my favorite Mario sequences of all time.
Which one?
The final level on the moon. Bowser's castle when he's getting married. And there's the part when you're bouncing towards the castle. That's a lot of fun. And then when you go underneath the castle, it's like lava and stuff like that.
Yeah, that part's sick. I think my favorite part of the whole game was the darkest side of the moon. So there's like dark side of the moon. Oh no, darkest side of the moon.
Yeah.
But it's like that super hard level where it kind of combines all the worlds into one. And I played it for like 2 weeks before I did it, and now I can just like do it every time. It's so sick.
Damn it.
Oh. Yeah.
She's a pro gamer. She's gone pro.
I love it. I love Super Mario Odyssey.
I would highly recommend, if you enjoy Super Mario Odyssey, picking up the Super Mario 3D World that came out at the beginning of the year that has Bowser's Fury attached to it. Because Bowser's Fury, this statement might not make much sense to you, but it kind of is to Super Mario what Breath of the Wild is to Zelda.
Yeah. Okay.
Where it's like...
Duncan's real into Breath of the Wild, so I kind of get the reference.
Yeah, so it's kind of like... It's just completely reimagined open world Super Mario with all like these different like 3D platforming sections.
Sick.
They're like you just walk up. Yeah, you just like walk up to like 3D platforming sections, which is really cool. It's like 10-ish hours. I canceled a date to finish it.
Hell yeah, brother.
I was just like, I'm not as interested in this person as I am as finishing this game. So
that's so funny.
Yeah. No regrets.
That'll be me. Just
canceling dates with Duncan.
To Duncan at my wedding to finish this game.
I do. Yeah. I haven't left you at the altar. I'm just trying to 100% the game. Okay. There's a difference. I still care about you.
There's another wedding I'm trying to get to, and it's between Bowser and Peach, and I'm trying to stop it.
just the end of every Super Mario game just becomes the end of Shrek 1.
I don't really I never really watched any of the like videos in it, so I don't really know the narrative of Mario because that was one part of games I never really enjoy is like having to watch the movies.
Yeah, the cutscenes.
I just like playing. I like the interaction.
Yeah, that's fair. You like to control the world instead of having the world tell you what you want to feel.
Yeah. But I am an empath, so
yeah. So what do you think the story of Super Mario Odyssey is?
No, I know what it is. It was there's Bowser kidnaps Peach to Mario, and then there's these rabbit minions that are in a sky ship and they try and fight you so that you don't get to Bowser, but then you get to Bowser.
Okay.
I don't really understand the curse that's lifted during it. I know there's something to do with like a bouquet and like they're like, oh, wow, he found the royal bouquet and like he found the dress, but I don't really pay attention to any of that. I just had a nice time.
Yeah. Oh, right. Yeah. No, it wasn't. I don't think that was a curse.
It's crazy to me that I've 100%ed it twice and still don't really know what the game's about.
Yeah, that is actually very impressive. Just like, yeah, I don't really care about the story. And you're like, no, I know the story. And you're like, someone gets kidnapped.
Cognitive dissonance, baby.
There's a wedding.
There's definitely a wedding in it.
Yeah, there's definitely a wedding.
Yeah.
I'm not quite sure why. Oh no, now I remember why my thought transferred to this. I was chatting with someone last night, and they were telling me about a time they went to this is going to seem like I just realized what I'm about to say. This is going to sound like a complete leap, but and it is, but I still feel like talking about it. They went to a Mamma Mia themed brunch.
Great.
And they're just telling me about how insane it was. Like the restaurant wasn't prepared for how many just like drunk white women there'd be. It's like all the food was cold and just like it was coming out like it wasn't coming out fresh.
Oh, no.
They were late with mimosas. It was so bad. But from that, all I could think of was like the concept of a murder mystery party, but instead of figuring out, but it's like Mamma Mia themed. Instead of figuring out who does the murder, instead of figuring out who did the murder, it's figuring out who's Sophie's father.
That's so sick. We should do that next time I'm up in Brisbane.
That'd be good.
We should put it together, like genuinely. I think that'd be so much fun.
Yeah, they just like give everyone different roles. Just like, what's your character trait? Just like, oh, I don't like wearing a condom, and I'm attracted to blondes and jean shorts.
And what's your character trait? Oh, I believe in the pull-out method.
Yeah.
I love traveling, guitars, and going in raw.
My contraception of choice is prayer. So I finish, and then I pray to God to kill the sperm. So that's how I like to do it.
Incredible.
Yeah. It's such a sick idea for a murder mystery party. It's like, who's Sophie's father?
I want to do that as my birthday party this year.
Okay, we're doing it. Okay, lock it in. We'll figure it out. You heard it here first, folks. We're doing a Mamma Mia themed.
And none of you are invited.
Yeah. Some of you might be. I don't know. I know some people listen to this. But yeah.
It's just me, Dan, and Donna Holland making their margaritas.
Yeah, we're just going to figure out who the father is over a couple of margs. Nobody's actually pregnant.
Nah, just have a chat.
Yeah, because if someone was pregnant and we were drinking margs, you better hope they're virgin.
I just realized you can't see that on a podcast. I crossed my fingers.
Yeah.
Crossed my little fingies.
And I pulled a funny face.
And Dan pulled a funny little face.
I pulled a funny little face, and then the wind changed, and now I'm stuck like this. So,
oh no!
I guess you'll see it in the future. But yeah, no, Super Mario Odyssey. I remember I really enjoyed it. I played it when it first came out, but it was when I was chaperoning these kids down because there used to be, Tournament of the Minds.
Dan, I lived Tournament of the Minds.
Okay, yes.
It was everything to me.
Yes. Okay, so I can't remember if I've told you this then, but for a couple of years there, I was on the Queensland board.
What?
Yeah, for tournament of the month. Trust me, it's not hard. If you want to do it, hit up, just find their Facebook page and message them. They're always after volunteers.
That's so sick.
Also, it's sick if you just if you like watching kids, just essentially, not if you like watching kids. If you like theater sports, they always need judges.
I'm obsessed with like bad theater. Like,
yeah,
absolutely
okay.
Obsessed with it.
I maintain that Tournament of Minds is one of the reasons why I hate the theater concept of a freeze frame. Because it happens all the time in that thing. But yeah, so when I played Super Mario Odyssey, it was a weekend of national finals, and I was chaperoning a bunch of kids to Adelaide. I would have been 20, maybe 21, and just being annoyed that I had to look after these kids whilst knowing I had like my Switch in my bag. So, and just like every quiet period I got, just sitting down and playing a game, and then a kid would come over like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Nothing. Leave me alone." go solve a problem. But we're staying in this caravan park as well. That was pretty fun.
Sick.
But yeah, it was. I was playing on a plane. I almost finished that game over the course of a weekend when I was in charge of 150 miners, and legally responsible for them. So,
oh my god.
Thank God nothing happened.
Right.
But yeah, no, a lot of fun. But also, if you like that, did Duncan or did you get the 3D All Stars pack last year whilst it was on that weird limited release?
Yes, yeah, I got it.
Okay.
I wasn't heaps into it. I think just because I'd come from Odyssey first.
Yeah, I kind of get that. I've been playing a bit of Sunshine every now and then, just because I like the concept of just spraying water everywhere willy nilly, not needing to think about drought restrictions. That's my fantasy.
Galaxy, and like there was a lot of hype around Galaxy, and I just wasn't that into it.
I
played it for a while.
I think Galaxy is one of those ones where Galaxy 2 was better.
Okay.
It was one of those things where it was like Galaxy was really good, but then Galaxy 2 was better, and it just improved on everything that was bad about Galaxy.
Yeah. I think I just didn't really understand the premise of it.
Okay, so you know Mario?
Yeah.
So he's in outer space.
Yeah.
That's the premise.
Right.
But he's not an astronaut. He's still a plumber. He's oh my god, he's just living the plot to Armageddon.
Oh my god.
It's easier to train a plumber to be an astronaut than an astronaut to be a plumber.
It's true.
But Rosalina from Galaxy? Is that where she came from? Because my one interaction with her, or not my one, because she's also in Smash Brothers. In the latest Mario Tennis game, I think it's Mario Tennis Aces, her power is cooked, where you can control the tennis ball a bit after you hit it when you're playing as her. So you can serve it and then just like make it change direction.
That's
so
awesome.
just like, oh, hey, do you just want to become like an unbeatable character? Just play as Rosalina.
That's the Icelandic way, I reckon.
Yeah, change the rules on people. Bewitch the ball. Are you still watching Princess Diana the musical?
No. No, I was looking up the plot for like Mario Galaxy because I still don't get it.
I'll be honest, I've never played it. So I've only heard good things.
Yeah. Oh, this is so... Yeah, I don't get it. Well, I hope they make an Odyssey 2. That would be really nice.
Yeah, I hope they make an Odyssey 2, and I hope it comes to Switch.
Yeah.
And not whatever, because it's weird. Like the Switch has actually been out long enough now that it's Nintendo are due for another console, which feels weird.
Really?
Yeah.
But I like it. I like the Switch.
Yeah, so it's probably just going to keep on being Switch, but it'll just be called like Switch. Like the rumor is like Switch Pro, so it's just like more power and better in that sense. Similar to the equally confusing Xbox One X, the latest model is now called the Xbox Series X.
I don't understand. I don't.
Just poorly named things.
Just want to play my little games.
My
little Switch.
Well, you might then be interested in next year's new Kirby game, Kirby and the Lost World or something. Kirby and the Lost Kingdom.
What's Kirby's deal? Oh, actually, I've just started playing Super Smash Bros. Like this week, and
for the first time. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Yeah, so Kirby. Yeah, so predominantly like side-scrolling platformers, I think, and then there's a few other ones, but this one is like his first 3D adventure, and it just looks like civilization has died, and Kirby might be responsible for it.
Oh Christ!
So you know,
what I want out of a game.
yeah. Kirby's just playing like it's like, what if the dad from Dinosaurs survived? I just realized that reference was too niche.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah.
I smiled.
You thank you. Yeah.
I smiled politely.
As is, you're right to smile politely when a man cracks a joke, and only a woman is there to hear it. Will she still smile?
That's a good bit.
That's a good bit. Good tweet. You know, that's a tweet it goes viral. Viral tweets. That's what we're here for. Video games and viral tweets. But no, I think that's kind of everything. I went camping on the weekend, so I didn't really play any video games this week, which has been a real treat because I've also just been watching Midnight Mass and reading the new Sally Rooney novel. Which big recommendation for anyone who likes.
It's good.
Yeah, if anyone likes horny Irish people, great read.
I mean, I liked normal people. I thought it was okay.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, if you like normal people, this one is better because they don't start off as school kids.
Great. Yeah. I don't particularly love reading about or watching children reading.
No, and as a man on a bus, felt very uncomfortable reading that one for book club.
Yeah.
This one, straight into adulthood, perfecto.
Great.
But yeah, and the audiobook's also very funny because I think it might be her reading it, but every time she reads one of the male characters, it sounds like an impression of like the impression you do if you think a man is really dumb.
Oh, I don't know. I'm Dennis and I love video games.
Yep, that's pretty much it, but do it in an Irish accent as well.
That's sick.
It's so funny. It's like, oh, Annie. Oh, no, it's not Annie. What is it? I've forgotten the name. But anyway, it's like, oh, Annie, that's not even Irish. That was Scottish. I was thinking too hard.
It's good Scottish, though.
I was thinking too hard on what a dumb man sounds like, and I forgot it just comes to me naturally. But
hey, be kind to yourself, Dan Dennis.
Okay, I'm smart.
All right, I guess.
Okay, I guess if you're gonna twist my arm, convince me to be kind to myself. But no, Super Mario's fun. Kirby's good. Sally Rooney's new novel, a lot of fun stuff all around.
Lots of stuff. Lots of good things ahead, I reckon.
Lots of good things ahead. Speaking of good things ahead, you're out of lockdown in a few days.
I'm terrified.
I am so sorry. Yep.
That's okay. I think it'll be nice. I'm really glad everyone's going to be set somewhat free. I'm mostly just excited to be able to go to my friends' houses. Like, that's the only thing I've missed is just, like, going to my friend's house and watching a movie.
Yeah, sitting on a lounge.
Yeah, it's literally all I've wanted to do this whole time was just go to, like, Frankie's house and just hang out at Frankie's house. So
scroll your phone there.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a while before I go back to bars and, like, out to restaurants and stuff, just because I'm a little bit, I don't know, I just feel very hesitant about being around big groups of people again.
Yeah, that makes sense.
We'll ease back into it. It'll be
smart move.
It'll be good.
But besides bars and that, are you going to do shows or anything? Do you got anything to plug?
Yeah, I've got some stuff lined up. I'll be doing a run pretty soon at Comedy Republic, which is like a little comedy theatre in Melbourne.
Yep.
I've got like a lot of longer sets coming up to like try and prepare for my show next year.
Cool.
Because it's like most of it's written, but I haven't tried a lot of it, so it's like it's gonna be put through the ringer a bit in the next few months.
Yep. Sick.
Yeah.
Where are you taking that?
Yeah.
Are you doing full tour or just Melbourne?
I'm not sure yet. I might be doing Perth. I'm definitely doing Melbourne, Sydney, and Canberra.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm doing Adelaide. But yeah, potentially Perth is a big one.
Nice.
I think I want to do Adelaide. I just want to run this show as many times as possible because I think it's going to need a lot of.
I am currently looking to Adelaide as well.
All right, let's go to Adelaide then.
Let's do Adelaide. Let's do. Yeah. We'll all meet up for a week in Adelaide. Hang out in the Rhino Room. We'll sink Coopers.
Great.
We'll see if that bar that sold $11 jugs of Newtown is back in 2019 still exists.
I don't think it will be.
No, it was
still going.
Yeah.
I'll ask Duncan, he'll know. He's from Adelaide.
Yeah, Duncan's from Adelaide. He loves it there. Murder mysteries and comedy. Yeah. When I go again, I just need to make sure I don't go on that one weekend where everything's on.
Yeah, it can get hectic.
Yeah, because
like the car.
It was the V8 supercars. There was something else. It was the Fringe. Dave Hughes was in town. So
everything's happening.
Everything was happening. It's the strangest part about the Fringe that I had a show on at 5:30 as a split bill, and people were like, "Oh no, we're seeing Dave Hughes at 6." I was like, "What is going on?
Why is Hughes on at 6?
Yeah, surely he's an 8 o'clock act."
But you got to put the kids to bed and then go see Hughesy.
Yeah. Or you just take the kids to see Hughesy from the project or whatever No, he's not on the project anymore. Whatever he does. The radio.
Must Singer King.
Must Singer. He's got the mo. Put back the mo.
I genuinely love his mo.
I loved his suits. I hope he brings those suits with him.
The mo and the suits was such a good vibe for him.
Yeah. He's vegan. He meditates. He's got good suits.
I saw him running in St. Kilda a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
I took it as a good omen.
Yeah, it's that's our Groundhog Day.
Mm.
If you see Hughesy running, winter will end. But if you don't, it will go on for another 3 weeks. The only time I've seen him was when I was very young. It was also in St. Kilda. It was at a bakery. Like I was down for a school trip, and we were too afraid to speak to him because the only thing we knew about him was his segment on Rove, which was Hughesy loses it.
Yeah. And
we were just afraid he'd lose it at us.
He's so lovely. He's so nice.
I know this now. But as like a 14-year-old boy, I was like, I don't want to be yelled at by Dave Hughes.
That's fair. That's a fair call.
Anyway, that's a fun way to end a podcast. I don't want to get I'm not going to yell at by Dave Hughes.
Let's watch Diana the Musical. We'll have a Mamma Mia party, and we'll try not to get yelled at by Dave Hughes.
Sounds good. That's what I'm asking for Christmas this year.
Great.
Just open the Santa sack, and it's just like that scene from that book from Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone that just yells at him.
The letter.
Oh yeah, the letter from number 2. Yeah, it's so Molly Weasley, it's Dave Hughes, and like, got a packet of snakes alive. The Commonwealth is over. No, it seems like a lovely guy. Anyway, Emma, thank you so much. Thank you so much for doing this. Joining in from Victoria. It's been a pleasure to have you. Yeah, I'm just trying to think if I've got anything to plug. No, not really. Follow me on Instagram. Sometimes I share stuff. I recorded my latest hour. I don't know what I'm doing with it. If I don't end up doing anything with it, I'll just put it up on YouTube. But yeah, a lot of fun. So keep an eye out. So if you follow Beer Battered Boy, you'll see if I do that or not. But yeah.
Good luck, dear Dennis.
Thank you. Yeah, I need it. Need all the luck in the world. Anyway, thank you so much. Thanks so much. Till next time, keep on gaming that system. Bye.
Bye.